UFC Middleweight Champion Israel Adesanya defends his title against former foe Alex Pereira. This fight is so interesting because these guys have already had two kickboxing fights in which Pereira won both. The first one by decision and the second one by vicious KO. I think this is the perfect fight for Izzy to win back over the fan base. He's been criticized as of late for not finishing Jared Cannonier in his last title defense, or by some others who think that Robert Whittaker beat him in their second fight. Before that, he didn't finish Marvin Vettori as he said he would prior to the fight, and then before that fight, he actually lost against Jan Blachowicz whenever he tried to go up to light heavyweight and capture gold there. I don't necessarily subscribe to all of those things because whenever you're at that level, it's important to keep your title and continue to get paid as much as you can. So you have to win these fights in whatever way that is easiest for you to do so. With all that behind us, when I look at this fight, I think it's going to be important for Izzy to be very defensive. If he falls into a situation where he's trying to please people by being in the pocket with Pereira, I don't think things will end well for him. I think his best bet is to stay on the outside, pepper him with strikes, avoid the big exchanges in the pocket, and dance on people like he typically does. It may not be the most exciting approach for him to take, but I think it's the best way for him to maintain his title against a power puncher like Alex Pereira. As far as Alex Pereira, he is a decorated kickboxing specialist who had a great career in kickboxing, but as he's transitioned over to MMA, he's 6-1 all time. In his last fight, he beat Sean Strickland by vicious KO pretty early in that fight. In the fight before that against Bruno Silva, he showed more of his well-rounded MMA game by showing some takedown defense and grinding out a decision. I think the key for Pereira is to cut down that distance gradually over the course of the fight to force some situations where they have to exchange strikes in the pocket. It's a risky situation for him because Israel Adesanya is deadly in the pocket as well. But if he can withstand some of those strikes, I don't know if anybody's going to be able to withstand the game-changing power that guy has in his hands. Alex Pereira has a very real chance at winning this fight. However, for my prediction in this fight, I'm going to count on Israel Adesanya's elusivity and his ability to evade strikes. I think he's been in there. He's been at the top of his game for a very long time, and I think he'll do what is necessary, even if that means making the fight a bit boring and not as exciting for the fans. I believe that he will be able to evade the big strikes from Alex Pereira and come out with a decision victory. I think it'll be a decision victory. I don't see him finishing Pereira, but if you look at the second fight in that kickboxing match, there's a case that can be made that if Izzy would have slowed down and picked his strikes better, he could have finished Pereira off early in that fight. I believe it was the second round. Either way, be sure to drop your thoughts in the comments below. I love to hear what you guys have to say about this, and I love to hear what you guys think about this fight.